Hi everybody, welcome to the extended. My name is Jordy. Thank you. You guys already know that. I'm just in the habit of saying that in these videos. Thank you so much for being a member. We're just going to jump right into clarifying these tarot cards. There's this story here about how you were injured in some way emotionally. Your trust was broken in some way. It was harmed in some way, probably by a relationship in the past, and their mask truly came off, and you were able to see what was underneath the mask, and you also were able to see what was underneath your mask that you were presenting to them. I feel like this relationship blew up for a reason. That both you and the other person were hiding some feelings, or unaware of, maybe just not on the same page. Ultimately, this cycle is broken between you and this person, and we're moving on. You've been burdened by this cycle. Your mind has been all over the map because of this, but you're gaining focus, you're gaining equilibrium. You're working too hard though, and the advice is to play. And I can see that working hard here with the Knight of Pentacles. I can see that you've lost touch with your self-care routine as well, which involves play. There's energies here of triggers coming up through conversations, through memories, through interactions with people where you maybe are reminded of the past in some way. But you've released expectations of anything coming out of that situation, and that's healthy, because I don't see anything coming out of that situation, even if you still are bonded in some way. At this time, nothing's really meant to come out of it. But you're starting to really open up your heart and enjoy your experience once again. And it may be daunting, because you may be looking at your sense of your newfound sense of freedom and thinking, is it secure? Is it going to last? Do I have a foundation strong enough to allow myself to be more happy? And the advice in this reading so far was to just don't put all that pressure on yourself. Try not to accomplish it all in one day, 1 year. Just keep plugging away at working towards your foundation, and you'll have your breakthroughs when they're meant to come. Okay, clarifying that Knight of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Wands reverse. You're an honest, hard worker, and sometimes you get overwhelmed with that Seven of Wands being reversed. Overwhelmed by your mind, by the thoughts of the past, by the injury that happened to you, the injury to your heart, into your chakras. And this is an energy here of just getting back on the horse and moving forward, even if you do get overwhelmed sometimes. We have the Queen of Wands, clarify the Star reverse. So I do feel like you're quite dynamic in your life, like you've created a dynamic routine for yourself, but it's not serving you in the way that it needs to serve you. You're working too hard, you're very focused on your manifestations, and it is going to continue to be a draining cycle for you until you're able to establish better self-care routines with that star. So the Three of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Wands reversed. That Three of Cups was like socializing, gossip. And the Ace of Wands reversed in this deck is kind of like someone's not taking action. So perhaps you're hearing gossip about an inactivity, or you're asking about an update on somebody, maybe the person that did you wrong in some way, and you realize, oh, nothing's changed. They haven't done any action in any way that you're expecting. So again, it's another reminder that you have to release your expectations. We have the Queen of Pentacles, clarifying the Two of Cups. You're you know, you're a beautiful person, Pisces. You have a lot to offer with these queens here. And you may have been dealing with a feminine energy that was throwing off this balance for you in your life. And I feel like what was thrown off balance was your ability to create. Perhaps because you didn't feel safe to create after you got, caught up with this person. But I feel like your ability to create and manifest is, you're gaining confidence in that again. You're starting to see that you can create a world that you want to create. The Moon card's clarifying the Three of Wands reverse, so you're never really going to get that answer that you need about the expectations you had in this situation. So you're best just to mourn the fact that you're not going to get what you need out of this situation from that person. Tough message to deliver, but I'm not afraid to deliver it, Pisces. I'm in a situation like this in my own life, and that person's never going to yield. That person's never going to give in or change, not unless divine intervention happens, and you can't force that. So you might as well just let it be a mystery for now, how it's going to unfold, knowing that you can work on yourself, work on your own life. That Knight of Cups in the future is clarified by the Knight of Wands. So not only is your heart opening up and you're having better experiences and you're being encouraged to have fun, I'm seeing that really takes off for you with this Knight of Wands. That you really get going with that. And it takes you to new places. Yeah, it's taking you, perhaps you're traveling with the World card here, clarifying the Queen of Wands, or Queen of Pentacles. I don't feel like you've quite settled into where you're meant to be quite yet. Or where you're meant to be might be right where you already are, but you haven't put your roots down in some way. And that's okay. We have the Five of Swords clarifying the Nine of Swords. So whenever you feel triggered by news or information of this person, or talking about this person, or thinking about them, try to reclaim your power in those situations before you let it overtake the rest of your day. Clarifying that Ten of Pentacles reverse is the Nine of Swords reverse. So I do feel like one of your biggest fears is that you're never going to get the stability and the foundation and the life that you wanted back again. But that's simply not true. That's a fear. That's an illusion. And the High Priestess is coming out to clarify the Magician reverse. So I do feel like we're learning to trust your intuition right now in order to be able to activate your manifestation potential. You have to kind of stand true and stand firm with your intuition. Not only let it guide you, but allow it to give you stability. Okay. Like if your intuition, like mine is right now, is telling you that this person's not going to change, then allow that to be something you have confidence in, and that you can then put that part of your expectations or overthinking to rest. Trust those intuitive hits. Trust the intuitive messages you resonate with here on YouTube as well. Okay, thanks for being here, and I'll see you again soon.